Last time on Races to Places, Lyndon was making his way along the Canol Trail. Well, it looks like there's not much change in the weather since Lyndon went to bed.
I just stopped just for a minute. Let's just take a look at the scenery around. Let me spin the camera around. There we can see the trail and the sun shining on the hills over there, bit of blue sky, and then we've got these awesome like rock slides, and nice to see the blue sky. I thought I was in for a full day of rain. It's just started absolutely throwing it down. I'm going to park it in here for a minute. Well, it's a pretty miserable day today. So this old building is one of the only places really I can get my camera out. It's raining pretty heavy, and it's been amazing though. What a journey down this heritage trail. You know, the washout that I found last night was probably only 10 or 15 miles before the turnaround point for fuel, where I would have had to turn around to make it back anyway. There is no way out across the Mackenzie River at the other side to Norman Wells. Lots of old heritage sites along the way like this. Clearly where the workmen would prepare the pipelines, maybe weld the flanges on the end and stuff, and yeah, it's a special place, and I'm really glad that I didn't ride past it and I came to explore it. Look at this old sledge made from the pipeline. So they've made little skids on it. And it's obviously some kind of trailer that they made for dragging loads of pipeline around. They've even like gone to town, folded the ends over to make them nice and neat. Little domed caps on them. A water tank over there. Hopefully that got it. A bit of rain on the screen.
In life, there are many different types of human being who are often put into groups. Two common groups are introverts and extroverts. Introverts, they don't fear social meetings or gatherings, but simply find they can recharge their inner self better by partaking in solitary activities such as reading, writing, fishing, hiking, or using a computer. An extrovert recharges their inner self and feels alive by surrounding themselves with other humans at parties and social gatherings. So, if you ever feel that social gatherings or parties do the opposite for you than they're supposed to, then you may be an introvert. Putting yourself in a surrounding such as here, with the nearest person miles and miles away, could be just what you need to fully recharge your inner batteries. As the old saying goes, measure twice, cut once. Well, the equivalent in adventure motorcycling is walk first and then ride. Because the last thing you want to be doing when you're cold and wet is having to stop and drain water from your bike. Unless your name is Lucas Matzinger. He seemed to enjoy flooding his steed.
Such a shame about the weather. Come on, Basil.
Do we really have to go all the way up here, Lyndon? It's freezing.
Come on, Basil, you can do it. Come on. Wow.
I'm presuming by the excitement in Lyndon's voice that he is pretty high up right here. The mine Lyndon is currently visiting is the Mactung Mine, which is an open-pit tungsten mine located in the Selwyn Mountains in the eastern Yukon.
This is mad. I've just rode Basil up to about 2,300 meters altitude at the top of this massive ski slope above a mine. It's fantastic. There's snow up here and huge crevices. Wow!
Well, there's the Ross River sign, which indicates Lyndon has made it back down the canal safely.
So that's it. That's the end of my Canol adventure here in Canada. I'm so glad that I found out about this place. It really has been a special treat. It reminded me so much of the old summer road in Siberia. So rugged, especially when you get up into the northern part and to the Heritage Trail. Cheers to the Canol Road and cheers to great adventures. But it's now time to start heading south again.
What is this collection of signs all about, you may be asking yourself? Well, let us enlighten you. It all started in 1942 during the war, with a homesick GI who was recovering from an injury nearby. He decided to erect a signpost showing the way to his hometown Danville, 2,835 miles away. The number of signs from that day has dramatically increased to over 100,000 at present. So let's hope Lyndon leaves his mark here.
This one's for my mate Heiko that I bumped into a few times on my trip. There you go, Heiko, that one's for you. So I've carried a spare license plate halfway around the world with me for the eventuality that I might lose it while I'm on the road. I never did think that I'd be using it to stick it to a signpost here at Signpost Forest, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave my mark of Basil bike and I'm going to put it right here. Well, that's it. Basil bike's firmly left his mark here at Signpost Forest. Big bison. Baby bison. Someone's having fun today.
I think some people get the impression that bears are ready to savage you at any given opportunity. Well, I'd say Lyndon is pretty close here with the engine still running, and the bear doesn't seem the slightest bit bothered. Lyndon has a very important announcement to make.
So for pretty much the last month, I've had 100% daylight. But today, working my way south, almost in Alberta, Canada, it's finally got dark. So for the first time in a month, it's almost fully dark. See Basil hanging out there, and there's my tent.
We're heading into a new county, so you know what that means. Wheelie past the sign time.
Well, as you can see, I've got my tea towel on my head again. I mean my buff. I've had a bad hair day today. Another problem today, my chain is actually done. This was adjusted yesterday morning. When it starts to get like kinked like that, it's because it's not working properly inside the O-ring. And you can see it's way slack. So we should have a front sprocket in this Lyndon Poskitt Racing bash plate here. I seem to remember storing a sprocket in one of these somewhere. There it is. Way better. Having a little hike through the woods here. Somebody mentioned to me that there was a good view. It's so awesome when you find little gem spots like this. Nobody around. Just found this awesome little spot out here. Massive 1,000-foot drop in front of me here. And the view out there, that's Jasper. That's what it's about.
Next time on Races to Places, it looks like Lyndon and Basil are attempting a trials bike section.